morning, everyone. Stephanie Denman here from the Denman Homestead. This morning, it is like 200% humidity outside. We have a very rare bit of sunshine because it has been raining nonstop for the past week, and it is going to be raining again for another week. So this morning we have got clear skies for the most part, and last night we were at Cooking with Dan and Lou. Lou gave me back one of my glass vases. I just so happened to have put it in my freestand with some flowers and it looked pretty. I don't have anything in my freestand right now because I haven't been out in the garden picking in a minute. I actually see a bunch of tomatoes that need to be picked, so I'll probably do that when I'm doing this as well. But Lou said, I would really, if you want to fill this vase back up with flowers, you can. I think that was a hint. So I think she wants me to pick her a bouquet of flowers, which I will do that because I love the sunflowers and there's a ton of them, so I want to share. And also the storm has knocked some of them down and I've tried to stand them back up, but some of them are just not gonna make it back up, and I don't want them to go to waste for sure. So I'm gonna cut some of these, I'm gonna make them into little bouquets, and I'm going to gift, maybe gift some around the hill to Morrow Hill. I did pick some for Kim, and I gave some to Kim recently, so I will definitely get some for maybe just little bouquets for everyone, all the ladies around here. So let's do that and pick some veggies. Hopefully my camera won't fog up, but I love these sunflowers, and I wish I could remember exactly what varieties. I planted so many different kinds. The ones that put off multiple flowers, because there are some varieties that just put off one and done. The ones that just continue to put off multiple flowers are so cool. Oh, look. There goes the greenhouse. The greenhouse wheels. But yeah, we've got tomatoes that need picking. Guys, these rows, it's impossible right now to mow because it is so wet. Everything is so saturated and just overgrowing, but it doesn't mean that we've got stuff that we can't pick. I'll say it a million times. Just because you've got an overgrown garden doesn't mean you can't still harvest food from it. Even though these aren't completely ripe yet, oh look at this, this is split. This split open because of the rain. Even though these aren't 100% ripe yet, I like to pick them anyway just as they're turning for a couple reasons. One is because they will ripen on the counter, but also it saves them from the bugs, right? So like aphids and all that, they like really, ripe tomatoes, so I like to get them before the bugs get them. All right, let's pick some sunflowers. Look at this guy, poor thing. This poor thing. Sometimes I can stand them back up. And sometimes they fall right back over. The thing about sunflowers is that they don't have a very deep root system. It's very shallow, so any amount of crazy strong wind, they're toppling over. Ah! See? I'm just gonna cut a variety of different styles here. I'm not gonna take them all because definitely want to leave some for pollinators and, well, because they're pretty. So we'll just take a few from each of the branches that we can. Take a look at these native honeybees. These are not your typical, well, that's a bug you don't want to see up here. Get off there. These are just native bees. They're little, a lot smaller than your typical honeybee, but they're awesome pollinators. You can even see the little pollen socks on them. Little pollen sacs on their legs. Check this out. So this bloom is double-sided. There's one stalk right here. Oh my goodness. Not this little flower here. Like, let's pretend that's not there. This is one stalk that fused into two. How neat is that? That's pretty cool. I was trying to stand this marigold back up, but this is pretty interesting. I've not seen this yet. This one marigold bush plant has both orange and yellow blooms on it. And that's pretty neat. I am picking some marigolds because I think it gives a good pop of color in with the different sunflowers. And I also absolutely love this marigold because it's like definitely different than your standard marigold. And I know I've shown this in the past, but I'll go ahead and let you know again just in case you forgot or maybe you're new here. But marigolds, when they die, their seeds are super easy to harvest. Now this is wet, so you're gonna wanna wait till these dry out more, but the seeds are actually down in here. Look at this. Let me just open up this. Do you see that black and white? That is what you plant. This is the seed, that black and white tip. So when your flower dies, the seeds are down here at the base. And you want to let them kind of dry out on the stem, and then they're easy to harvest. Or you can harvest them like this and lay them out on a paper towel. Let them dry out that way. Marigolds are super easy to collect seeds. Okay, I'm actually melting. Actually, my hair is sticking to me. I should have put it up. So let's head inside and put together some bouquets. Okay, whew, hot. I have some of these glass vases left over from when I hosted Lissa's, no, was it Lissa? Yes, Lissa's baby shower. So we're gonna use these and we're gonna put together a few bouquets. Now I might need to go out and pick some more. I'm not sure. We're gonna just see what we can get done with this. I'm gonna probably make a big old mess. I really want to try to get rid of some of the greenery that's down below so that it doesn't kind of muddy up the water. But I'm just gonna start. I'm no florist. Okay, we'll just go ahead and full disclosure there. Never taken a class. They offered it whenever I was in high school, like a floral arrangement class, and I always thought that was kind of cool. But I never took the class. So I'm gonna just set some of these in each vase. I did message Jamie, since I'm making flower arrangements for all the ladies around here. I wanted to include her too, but I didn't want to pick them so early if she wasn't going to be on this side of town, and then they would just wilt. So I actually have some of my own up here that I picked the other day. They're just two simple little sunflowers. It makes me happy. So anyway, I did message Jamie to ask when she thought her or Lester would be on this side of town, because I didn't tell her why, but if they were going to be over here, I would make her a little bouquet, and if not, then I would just wait till I saw her next and give her some flowers. Because this is the first year I've grown enough sunflowers to enjoy them and share them, because normally they're just on the other side of the house and I can't see them, number one. I mean, people on the street can, and I can see them when I go over on that side of the house, but now I can share them with everyone. This one's pretty tall. Just let that one hang, I guess. I don't know if you know this or not, but marigolds have a scent. Like, they actually are very floral and fragrant, and I think that that's what keeps the bugs away. The unwanted bugs is maybe their scent, because they definitely have an aroma, and it's not bad. It's very floral. So that's kind of neat. And I've also noticed that they last quite a good long time in water. Like if you put them in water, they'll last. I need to space these out so I can see who's needing extra. All right, now we've made it to the land of sunflowers, and I've cut them at all different sizes. This one hasn't bloomed yet, so I'm just gonna put it in one of these and hopefully it'll be a late bloomer for someone. This one's got a little curlicue in it because it was laying down flat. So it'll need to hopefully straighten back out, or it'll just be in there curly. I'd like to make these pretty full, but I really don't know how far these are gonna get me. So we will try. Now I'm gonna focus on just filling them in 2 by 2. That one's pretty, look at that one. Isn't that pretty? Well, I've reached the end here, and I am definitely going to go back out and get some more stuff to fill in. Because although they look great, I just think that they could use a little bit more fullness. So yeah, let me go do that and then see how we can fill this in with some stuff. So I was just stung by a bee, and I wouldn't say the worst place, but it's not in a very ideal spot. It's right there. And if you're new here, Connor just had to come in here and tell me it's a really bad dream. So I had to pause it. But yeah, I got stung and I am allergic, but I'm just gonna keep an eye on it because I have been stung ever since I had an accident, which if you're not aware, I was stung a lot all over my body with one of our beehives, and it sent me into anaphylactic shock. And so now I have to carry EpiPens with me because one sting can apparently like send me back over the edge. I don't know. My EpiPens are inside, but I am feeling fine. I might take some Benadryl later if it starts to get kind of like inflamed, but I think I'm okay. So I also found out while I was outside getting more filler stuff that Lester is going to be coming by this way to drop off something at G and Pop's house. So I went ahead and made Jamie a little bouquet too. So with the filler stuff that I was gathering, I made a bouquet for her, and now I'm going to go back out and get more filler stuff to actually fill in the stuff. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bouquets, and I think that's enough because Kim already has hers that I gave her a few days ago, and this should be enough for all the other ladies around the hill. Okay, on and off the hill. So I'm gonna go back out and get a few more things. I did put some of this greenery in here, and this is what I went outside to get. It's called asparagus fern. It's not actually asparagus, but that's just what it's called. It's just greenery that I have in some of my other pots that I can snip off, and it just gives it a little bit more greenery. I think this will be good. Except a few more things. Brought a few more bugs in. All right, I did go ahead and add water to the vases so that these flowers wouldn't start, wilting on me too bad. So right now I'm just going through and looking it over and filling in some bare spots. I can't believe how many I was able to make, really. I mean, there's still a ton of flowers out there. So that's pretty neat. And if you're that girl that's like, don't give me flowers, they die. Girl, take the flowers. Enjoy the flowers. Smell the flowers. Okay, what do we think? I think they're gorgeous. I love it. Now, because I'm extra, I have some stamps, and I just got a brand new stamp because I was just at Hobby Lobby. And I've, perusing, and check this little one out. I am going to try to stamp some cute little tags. Thinking of you. That might be nice. And then I can just put love Steph on the card. Let's see if it'll all fit. Hopefully this ink isn't dried out. I haven't used this ink in a long time. Aww. That worked. Now the question is, how am I going to get these around the hill? Transport might be difficult. Okay, so the next question is, how will I attach the tags to the jars? Maybe I'll just gently wrap underneath the flowers themselves. Don't really want to strangle them. I think I know what I'll do. I have some cute tape. I actually seal all of my boxes with this tape. Aw, I'll use an umbrella because it's been raining. I'll just tape a little side of the well, let's just see what it does. I can't, Buddy always laughs at me because I can't not complete a thought. It probably translates into the videos, but I just can't. I just can't. All right. So if we tie a bow, where's my little tag? Okay. Bring this around to the front here. And then the back side, I'll just put a little piece of tape and hopefully it'll hold the string in place from it falling too much. See what I mean? I'll fix this bow. I just got it up there. Let's see. Make it a little bit neater. Cool. Now I just got 5 more to do. Okay. They're done. I mean, I think they're adorable. What do y'all think? Maybe I could put them in my basket and walk them down. Hopefully they wouldn't get smushed. I don't know how florists do it. Okay, somehow I was able to gently fit 4 in there, but I just have to say, that's pretty adorable. Like, that in itself is pretty cute in this basket. I kind of love it. Like a centerpiece. Okay. I guess I'll just walk my flower basket down the driveway. Guys, as I'm walking this down the driveway, I have been so nervous about this mama and her ducks because I have not seen her, but I'm seeing her now. I only see 2 though. She did have 3, unless one is just hiding or I'm just, oh, hello, I'm not even paying attention to my camera. I did see 3 with her at the beginning, but now I just see 2. Hopefully the other is around there somewhere. I'm so glad to see her because I've been wondering where she is. That makes me happy. Okay. We got Bree dropped off hers, and I think I might have started something on accident because now her kids want to go pick wildflowers. Poor thing. She's like, we'll go pick wildflowers when it cools off. Oh, they can come pick wildflowers over at my house, that's fine. G has hers. Lou's at work, so I set hers just right inside her door. And then I put Lissa's on her front porch because I didn't see that they were home either. And then I just need to drop off Megan's, and her gate was closed, which they normally keep that gate closed. So I'm just gonna send a message to Ellie that when they make their rounds later to stop by because I have something for Megan. And same with Lester, because he's coming by at some point. So everybody help their wildflowers. Guys, check this out. On my way back home, see this massive, crazy muscadine vine that's super old and I absolutely love it. They're starting to ripen, which is awesome. I love these wild ones. I'm gonna pick a few. The birds normally get to them, but I always know when they're about to be ripe because I look down on the ground when I take my walks, and sooner or later they're all gonna be, this whole area is gonna be littered with them. But look, if you look closely, especially after the storms we've been having, once they're ripe, they will start to fall all around here, and then you can come and pick some before they fall. I just wish I had like a bucket that I could get up there, because I just know this thing's loaded down. Cool thing about muscadines is you just have to squeeze them like that, pop them in your mouth. So good. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with me today on this one, making a bouquet for all the ladies around here. I got a cool little snack coming home on my walk. I'm gonna go inside and cool off and make some lunch, but I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.
On the Denman homestead, where the sun sets golden in the west, we live in harmony with nature, doing what we love best. From the garden to the kitchen, and the bees inside their hive. On the Denman homestead, come along and plant, nourish, thrive.